Now this 2025 BMW M3 is fantastic, but it's not perfect. This fender gap, not gonna do it. So I'm gonna go see these guys and see what we can do about that. I'm Nate with the BMW blog, and I'm here at H&R's North American headquarters, where they got a special M4 competition that they wanna show me. Plus, I'm gonna check out all their offerings for BMW. Since 1980, H&R has been synonymous with performance suspension, launching an entire industry with the first TUV certified lowering spring. Today, that German engineering excellence extends from their iconic springs to a massive range of coilovers and sway bars, all validated on the world's most demanding racetracks as a BMW Motorsport technical partner. Ryan, your M4 looks awesome. I know you threw on a bunch of parts from H&R, but I really can't tell. They look OEM. How about you tell us what you've added to this?
Yeah, we've put some stuff on here for sure. Starting out, we have our H&R VTF kit, which is an adjustable sport spring. It's going to come with one of our H&R springs, which is matched to the factory dampers, as well as a very nice adjustable aluminum spring collar that will sit on there on the factory damper and allow you to set your height to the preference you have.
This is an awesome looking piece. Almost looks like it's from the factory. It goes very well with all, obviously, the black interior bits. But just adjustments. What kind of range could we see from something like on your M4?
This is going to allow you to adjust the ride height of the car anywhere from 1.4 inches to 1.75 inches worth of lowering.
And because the way this mounts on top of the strut, it doesn't interfere with any of the electronics or any of the settings, right?
No, it does not. You can put this on there. You can still retain all your adjustability at the dash. Your switches, your buttons work, all your different drive modes, Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus, all work just as BMW intended, and you will not set any codes.
That's ideal. That's because you don't want to lose any of those factory settings, but obviously we want to get rid of that fender gap. This does it, plus provides some added performance. Yep. I'm guessing adjustment is not too laborious. Does it take a lot of involvement?
No, it really doesn't. The nice thing about these collars is they have machine detents in there for you to use just a normal kind of spanner wrench. And you basically can unload the suspension, let it droop, and then go ahead and just start adjusting to your height. We provide instructions and measurement sheets on how to do that with every kit.
Oh, fantastic. When we do that, you wouldn't have to worry about alignment then or anything because it's all on the strut, right?
You are changing the ride height of the car.
Okay.
So at that point, yes, it would be recommended that you would realign it if you make those changes. You're not going to see a lot of change in it. Your primary changes are going to be in tow.
Okay.
But you will see a change, yes.
Ryan, that spring setup looks great. Usually the next performance setup is sway bars for people. You got this amazing blue looking bar on here. Tell us a little bit more about your sway bars.
Yeah, sway bars are some of my favorite things. In my opinion, cost to value, they're like one of the best improvements you can make in your car. Our car features our 30 millimeter front bar. It is a solid bar,
Whew.
Yeah, with one piece forged ends, and also includes our Teflon poly-lined bushings and a replacement bracket to help ease install.
Nice. And this was, I think you said 30 millimeters
30
up front?
millimeters in the front, and it's a 27 millimeter bar in the rear. Same features, one piece, forged ends, solid bar, and comes with a set of replacement bushings as well.
Yeah, you can definitely tell this is solid. And I think a lot of some other manufacturers that are not as high quality, they're hollow bars, right?
They are, and hollow bars have their place. What we have found is that with a solid bar, you just get kind of much better response out of it. They're stronger, they last longer. It's just a higher quality product.
Which, the M3s and M4s that we have, they have that response. So adding to it only makes better.
That's correct, yeah. I mean, clearly these cars are fantastic right out of the box. Adding something like this just makes them better.
Yeah, especially if you lower it a little bit more, it just kind of helps balance it out a bit.
Correct, yep.
Cool. This is a great step up, but you know what? Now all those suspension upgrades make this car perform fantastically. Now we need to do a little bit something about the looks, make sure those wheels are flush. And that's where these awesome looking H&R spacers come in. Tell me a little bit more about these.
Yeah, we're running our H&R TRAK Plus spacers on the car in an 18 millimeter front and 15 millimeter rear width. These are a precision machined alloy composite that is higher strength, lighter weight, and just a really nice high quality spacer. They're machined to match the factory hub, so you get a nice hub-centric fit on it. Gives you good security for mounting your wheels, keeps all the vibrations and things away.
Yeah, that makes it really handy when you're trying to rotate your wheels or just pop them off to have the ability to kind of lean it up on there to mount them back on and off. So that's a nice touch. I know a lot of these, they don't have that. It's just that spacer bolted on.
Yeah.
So that does help.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, and it definitely makes it look a lot better, which,
It does. One of the things that manufacturers have to kind of compromise on is the wheel and tire fitment, because they have to allow for things like tire chains, environmental factors and things like that. So you're not necessarily getting the best look out of your car.
Yeah, and especially now with everyone getting different wheels and things like that, people want that right fitment. So that's a way to go about that. What kind of range do you have for these?
M3 and M4, we run anywhere from 5 millimeters up to 35 millimeters. And depending on those applications, they're going to come in a couple different variations. We're going to have our DR style, which is going to be like this, and is going to require extended length hardware to be purchased separately. Very important to do this with a wheel spacer, to have the correct hardware going in. So these are going to be available. We also have our DRA style, which are going to come with bolts and are more of a bolt-on style adapter or spacer.
Great. And obviously you have to offer those as well, right?
Yes, we do. We have all the bolts you could need.
Now the suspension's all sorted out. The wheels got the right gap and fitment to them, but you didn't stop there. You went all out and added a whole bunch of carbon bits. Tell me about all of these pieces.
Yeah, so one of my buddies was joking this last week, and he asked if I had left any carbon fiber for the rest of the world, and the short answer to that is no, not really. There is a lot of carbon on this. One of the benefits of working for H&R is just great access to a lot of really great partners, whether they be our customers or other manufacturers that are in the automotive aftermarket. So one of our good customers, Turner Motorsports, ECS Tuning, they let me raid their shelves and provided all my carbon fiber needs. They provided their Turner Motorsports cold air carbon fiber intake, the carbon fiber engine cover, carbon fiber strut brace, and the carbon fiber radiator cover. They also let me hit some of their other shelves and grab from some other manufacturers like Auto Technic, and provided the front grille, motorsport style front grille, cleans up a lot of the slats and things like that.
Yeah, it looks really
the OE
clean.
one, the brake ducts, and then a CSL style lip spoiler.
It looks fantastic. Such a great fitment. It fits well with the colors too. It's subtle. It doesn't stand out. It just works with the rest of the car, and it continues along the side here.
It does. Carbon fiber side skirts, carbon fiber mirror covers. Of course, you have the BMW carbon fiber roof, and I've added a carbon fiber antenna cover for that, which matches nicely with the BMW OE weave.
Yeah, the weave looks like a good match.
Yep. The carbon fiber side skirt, extensions around the back quarter. The carbon fiber rear lip wing, and then a Turner Motorsports carbon fiber diffuser in the center there.
Yeah, and what amazing fitment. Whoever installed these has done an amazing job. It fits so tightly and perfectly frames that exhaust.
It does. Speaking of the exhaust, that's from another one of the great names in the industry, a fellow BMW Motorsport technical partner, Akrapovich.
Yep, know them well.
Yep, worked through Akrapovich and the main U.S. distributor, Turn 14 Distribution, another great customer of ours, to secure that. And the sound kit that goes with it gives great control over the valves, gives that signature Akrapovich sound. There's not much more to say about that.
Which everyone loves.
Yep.
It's just a great way to finish it off, but you're not done yet, are you?
I'm not. We have a few more things we're going to put on it, including a set of wheels that I am really excited about, but that's probably going to be for your next visit.
I'm excited. This is a great build. I love how it's not a project car. This is your own personal car.
It is. I drive it daily.
Totally jealous. Love seeing all the products on this, but there's a lot more to see from H&R, so we're going to let you go for the day. Thank you for having us.
Hey, thank you for coming by.
We're going to see the rest of your products that you have available.
Sounds good. Enjoy.
Awesome project car. I love how it turned out. All the products make it just awesome. But I know you have a lot more offerings for BMW customers. How about you go through some of these for us, Jake?
Yeah, no problem, Nate. I'd be happy to. So first here is going to be our Sport Spring. This is for the BMW M340i. It's one of our more popular kits. This is going to lower on average about 1 to 1.5 inches. some of the cool things and some of the H&R exclusives that we do during the manufacturing process is we shot peen our springs to make a nice, smooth, flat finish. That helps the powder coating to adhere better and helps with the long-term durability. They're also heat treated during manufacturing several different times, all leading up to a durable spring that we back with a lifetime warranty against manufacturer defects.
And what type of lowering range can you expect from these rings?
Typically, on a sports spring, you're going to see somewhere between 3/4 of an inch and 1.5 inches.
Great.
Yep.
And we got a whole bunch more springs here.
Yes, I do. So these are all part of our ID racing spring program. So we have all the way from this big guy here down to this little 36 millimeter ID race spring. They have a variety of free lengths, rates, and they're all built with the same exact process that our sports springs are. These are going to be very popular for like your IMSA cars. A lot of them will run our product, club racing, and then these have been very popular with the FSAE program cars.
That is awesome, working on that type of range. So pretty much, if you need a spring,
we can get it for you. Yep.
Sounds good. But not only just springs, we also got some other suspension setups like this coilover.
We're the original and still the best in the business at that. So what you're seeing here is we got our front dampers. They are fully threaded body shocks. All of this is 100% made in-house in Germany. And then it pairs with our springs, and then you have a divorced rear setup, so you have your standalone shock and spring along with our threaded adjuster here. So it works basically the same way as Ryan's VTF kit does, only this includes shocks. These are going to be very popular for your non-EDC cars.
And this mount, this just sits right in the spring perch in the rear. The spring sets in it so that there's no real attachment in there. It's just kind of sitting in there with the spring, right?
Yep.
And it's the same adjustment just like what we saw on the project car.
Yep.
That is a nice, really nice looking piece right there.
Yep.
And then the shocks and struts that are with this kit, I'm guessing they're more of a sport, a little bit stiffer.
Definitely. So they are going to be matched with the spring rate. They are going to be specifically manufactured for this kit. You're also going to see this is going to be what we refer to as an inverted monotube design.
Okay.
So their bump stops all internal to this.
Oh, nice.
So in the rear, you'll transfer over your factory bump stops. In the front, you'll get rid of them because it's already right in here.
Sounds good.
Yep.
But that's not it.
That is not it. Ryan did a great job explaining the benefits and what our sway bars look like and how they're manufactured. So I'm not going to waste a whole lot of your time on talking about that. But again, I do want to point out it goes through the same process that our springs do. They get shot peened and then powder coated for that nice smooth finish that's going to be very durable for you.
One thing I want to point out though, you can get these for, I mean, older BMWs, newer BMWs, across pretty much the whole lineup.
Correct.
Just about, right?
Yep. From E30, I mean, we got them pretty much all. So
nice.
Yeah. And then one thing we're not known for quite as well is that we actually offer a stud conversion kit. So this is going to be a 14 by 1.25 stud. I believe it's 60 millimeters long, and that's going to be just this threaded portion. It comes with the Loctite already on it, so it's preset, and we include the hex tool to get it put in.
That's awesome. I know a lot of people love changing those out to give that little aesthetic, or even for track applications. I mean, there's a lot of people who like running the studs.
Yep.
So that is cool, and it comes in that nice little handy holder case.
It does. Yep.
So that's cool. This is an awesome assortment. There's so much more than just springs here. I thank you for showing me around today. I can't wait to come back and see that fully completed with its wheels.
Yep.
But once again, really appreciate it, and we'll hopefully get to see you again soon.
That'd be great, Nate. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Huge thanks to our friends here at H&R. It's been awesome to spend the day with them and learn how they take something like this BMW M3 and turn it into something amazing like this M4 Competition. To see if they have something for your BMW, visit hrsprings.com, and we'll see you in the next one.